Hi everybody, this is my second attempt at this today. I'm at Manchester, going to fly to Birmingham in this twin-engine Beechcraft Baron, and all gassed up and ready to go. Only one problem: the airport's socked in, and you have to go. No visual flight rules are allowed. It's IFR only. And I'm not set up for IFR, as I found out. I could change the weather, or I could just take off. I'm just going to take off. That's what I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to check my flight surfaces. I was having trouble steering before. I can see the rudder is working properly. And the flaps are okay. So, jump into the cockpit. I know what they're going to tell me because I asked before, but I'll try it again.
Manchester ground, Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha with Mike request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha Manchester Ground Airport is currently IFR. Request denied.
Okay, they won't let me take off. But this being a flight simulator, I'm going to do it anyway. The alternative would be to switch the weather. But I don't know if I could go back in live weather while I'm in flight. I would like to continue in live weather. I also don't know what the situation is in Birmingham. They could be socked in too, for all I know. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to violate all the rules and push that. And there we are. And sort of north. And I want to go the other direction. So I got to get turned around and go out that way. That's what I have to do. When I get out to the runway, I'll show you our flight plan. Maybe it'll clear up by then, who knows. There's a fair amount of sunlight here. So looking around, I don't know. Let me try again. Let's see it if they'll give us permission. Try it again.
Manchester ground, Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha with Mike request taxi to the active straight out departure.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha taxi to and hold short of runway 05 right via taxiway Alpha Charlie Papa cross runway 23 right Delta Zulu Victor uniform Victor Victor Charlie cross runway 05 right Whiskey Yankee. Contact tower on 118.6 when ready.
So it cleared up while I was talking to you, and
taxiing hold short runway 05 right via taxiway Alpha Charlie Papa cross runway 23 right Delta Zulu Victor uniform Victor Victor Charlie cross runway 05 right Whiskey Yankee Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha.
I'm gonna dial in some altitude. I think I'll cruise about 5,000 feet today. So, just if you see that magenta over there, I mean the green, I'm sorry. Now 2,500's already there. That is, we have to descend to 2,500 to intersect the glide slope for the ILS landing at Birmingham. 110.1 is the localizer frequency, and stick it on the map there. So there it is, and we're going to be doing a kind of a hold down there, which I'll show you when we get to the runway. So that's the next thing. I have to turn to my left, I guess, and I hope I can get this thing to turn the way I want it to. was having some rudder trouble earlier. Okay, so gonna taxi to the runway, and it seems like it's a pretty convoluted route today. That again, I don't understand. I don't understand all the directions they come at you so fast. And we're going to be going oh, look at that plane taking off. Well, good thing I wouldn't want to be going the wrong way here. It's a big airport. I think Manchester is the third largest city in the United Kingdom. Busy year. A lot of generic heavies. That's a big plane generated by the artificial intelligence just to make this interesting. I don't know if we're on a runway or a taxiway here. I think we're taxiing on a runway. I hope nobody's landing or taking off. Could burn a lot of fuel doing this. I think they've got me taxiing down the runway I have to take off from. This is kind of amateur hour. I would have never thought to taxi on a runway. I feel like we're out in the boonies by now. Alright, we are here. It's pretty much a straight shot, but there's going to be some circling to do at the final approach. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to bring that up now so I can see it. It's just 2,500 once you're at Cedar here, but we're going to be going around some kind of loop. I think we're coming this way, going around a loop, and landing at Birmingham like that. And get clearance. VFR.
Manchester Tower Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha at runway 05 right, ready for departure, straight out departure.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha altimeter 30.45 with con straight out departure approved.
Lower
Cleared
the
for
flaps.
takeoff runway 05 right.
And here we go. One time I made a mistake of taking off with full flaps in some plane, I don't remember which, maybe this one. And of course that doesn't work very well.
Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha, did you hear my last transmission?
Oops, I better tell him. Yes. I did.
Cleared for takeoff runway 05
Okay.
right, Beechcraft Oscar
As you
Hotel
can
Alpha.
see from, if you look here, we are going opposite the direction we need to go. So I'm going to take off and depart straight out for a while, but then I'm going to turn left back to our course and gaining altitude all that time. So let's go. Oh, wait a minute, let's not. I forgot something very important. Turn on all the de-icing. Okay, now we can go. Gears up. Take a look at the airport while we're taking off. Co-pilot reminds me to take out the flaps. Pretty good size. See, there are 2 runways here. Why they send me to that one? So, see ya, Manchester. While I was here, I took a tour. Now there's somebody going in completely opposite direction. So I guess what they did is they made 5 right well, it doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand that. You would think they would be landing, taking off the same direction. That's odd. Well, as I said, we're going the wrong way, so gotta turn. And we'll get a hazy look at Manchester on the way. And I'm right now turning back towards this course line, the GPS course line. And I can't engage the autopilot until we intersect it. If you're not near it, nothing much is going to happen on autopilot wise. So,
Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Manchester Tower Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha frequency change.
There we go. Okay, we can engage nav and vertical speed.
Manchester approach Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha is type Beechcraft B58 1 miles east of Manchester 3,900 feet. Request flight following.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha Manchester approach. Squawk 0462.
Squawk 0462 Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha.
Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha radar contact 1 mile southwest of Manchester 5,000 feet. Altimeter 30.45.
Roger Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha.
Okay, we've reached our cruising altitude, 5,000 feet, and just about here on the chart, not very far yet. This is the first intersection, Listo, which is, well, we aren't even where we can see the distance yet. We're going to be passing a number of waypoints on what they call the Standard Instrument Departure, or SID, and there we are. me, but not really me. About this flight, this is another in my Dublin to Durban Microsoft Flight Sim Odyssey. And this is like 7, I believe, because I went from Dublin to, where did I go? I already forget. Dublin to Liverpool, Liverpool to Leeds, Dublin to Liverpool, Liverpool to Leeds, Leeds to Prestwick, Scotland, Scotland, Edinburgh, Edinburgh to Newcastle, Newcastle to Manchester. So yeah, this is like 7. Kind of inching my way to London. So I have reduced our next altitude setting to 2,500, which is where we need to be to intersect the approach, the instrument landing system approach to runway, whatever it was, 15 at Birmingham. What's going on? So there's quite a bit of haze ahead, which suggests to me we're going to be landing, going through some soup on the way to the runway. That will make for a very interesting landing on instruments. I can lean out of the plane, which is not recommended at 173 knots, which is, excuse me, 173 knots. The conversion is 1.51 miles. We're going about 260 miles an hour. True airspeed. So if I stuck my window, if I were to stick my head out the window, not the window out of my head, I would lose it pretty fast. My head. But you can get away with murder in the flight sim. And that is cool.
Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha, contact Cosford approach on 135.875.
All right.
Good day.
Yes, sir.
135.875 Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha. approach Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha 5,000 feet.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha Cossport approach altimeter 30.45. Continue as planned.
Okay, I just changed the altimeter barometer, which meant our actual altitude by the barometer was actually over 5,000 feet. And so now the autopilot has to correct for that and is descending us at about 500 feet per minute to get to the actual 5,000 feet altitude. It's 5,000 feet above sea level, and that's the barometric pressure at this altitude at this location. And that's as much as I understand about that. Time to check the chart and see where we are. Well, we're getting pretty close. It's a short flight. Our next waypoint is Chase. Stick my head out the window again. Can't do this in a real plane, that's for sure. It's always amazing to me how settled the entire English countryside is. Every acre of land seems to be developed for something, whether it's farming or habitation. It's all taken. So we're going to be, I don't know what we're doing here. It looks like this is really weird. So the flight plan as it's shown in the I just shake my head to get the perspective right. Sorry. The flight plan as it's shown in the chart doesn't resemble anything like the what I see in our Garmin.
131.005 Beechcraft Oscar Hotel.
It's anybody's guess what's going to happen when we get there. It's my guess. I don't know.
Birmingham approach Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha 5,000 feet.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha Birmingham approach altimeter 30.45. Continue as planned.
Okay, we are going to go around this loop here. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what this other one is. I believe we're just going to do a 360 as it were. And Birmingham's actually dead ahead about 10 miles, but we're not going there yet. I am going to start down. We haven't hit Cedar yet, it says. Well, that's Cedar. You'd be pretty far down by then. I think it's just as well to go around. And this is the initial approach fix, or maybe it's the final fix. Makes it more exciting. I have a little inset map down here that's showing me the same thing. And I hope to So I just have to be at 2,500 feet. And we're all set. Well, you know, they say follow the bouncing ball. This is follow the magenta arrow. So true airspeed right now is 130 knots. This works out to 180 miles an hour. 181 miles an hour. I guess you get a foggy look at the greater Birmingham area, sticking my head out again. And those, I guess, are estates, I guess they call them. And I can't see very well out the other side. My neck doesn't crane that far. I should be arming the approach now. Let's see if I can. Okay, I've armed the approach. And at some point, we're going to pick up the localizer beacon, the ground-based guidance to the runway, radio guidance to the runway. And this should go green. Okay, the white GS there is the glide slope. And I'm waiting for this to go green. Which it should do in 0.3 of a mile. Let's see what happens. Birmingham's only 5 miles away. Around again. We're going from hold C58, which is 5 nautical miles from the runway. This is the most cockamamie approach I've ever done. What would you expect from a country that drives on the left?
Birmingham Tower Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha is 8 miles northwest, 2,500 feet with India to land.
Beechcraft Alpha Lima Oscar Hotel Alpha Birmingham Tower. Altimeter 30.45 wind calm, enter left traffic runway tree.
I don't want to go there. I'm not doing that.
Enter left downwind runway tree Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha.
Oh boy. Well, they don't want me to land on 15, which is what I am set up to do. I actually have to land the opposite direction. I should have checked the active runway ahead of time. If I go ahead with this landing, the way I've set it up, they're going to be really mad at me. But I think I will. I'll do what they want me to do. But there goes the ILS landing, that's for sure. Should have checked. I better find out what the weather is there.
Birmingham Airport Information India 14000 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 5. Sky condition clear. Temperature -1. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.45. ILS runway tree in use. Landing and departing runway 33. DSR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller, on initial contact, you have India.
Okay, well, there's the localizer, and it started to descent now, and I'm going to use this, well, the approach is canceled anyway. I'm going to stay at this altitude and fly past the airport. So you can see the localizer went green and the glide slope came up, but I just disarmed the autopilot, and I'm going to land the way they told me to, best I can, entirely by hand. I'm going to use the heading bug to keep us on a course that will get us to the landing pattern, and I'm going to slow down because it's going to go too fast otherwise. So there's the runway. Appears to be only one. So now I'm navigating by this localizer. The runway is on the left, and I'm gonna go out about 5 miles or something and turn back. Save myself some time if I had bothered to check ahead of time the active runway. So I wanted to land over there, but they told me the active runway, meaning the direction you're supposed to go, is this way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be polite about it.
Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha, Windcom cleared to land runway 33.
There we go. No wind. To acknowledge that.
Cleared to land runway 33, Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha.
Watching this to see our distance from the runway. 3 miles, I don't think that's enough time to turn around, get lined up, and descend. And what is by the way, altitude? Oh, there it is. 303 feet, so it's practically sea level. We're at 2,500, which is quite a bit of distance to altitude to lose. Depending how fast you're going. I'm going to give myself a few more miles. Let's turn back now. So now we're crossing the runway. It's a little steep. Now we can't see the runway. It's just, whoops. I'm not going the right way. There it is. Okay. I have to intersect that localizer. So I'm gonna head towards that broken line. And I'm gonna keep my altitude about where it is till we hit it. So the visibility sucks, right? All right. They're lined up kind of, and I can't really see the runway, and I've got to lose some altitude. I have to slow down. I really need to lose some speed. I'm going to raise the nose to drop the speed, and then drop the nose again so I don't stall. We are 3 miles out, flaps. Gear. And now I gotta watch that localizer. I have to watch the airspeed. I have to make sure when I have the runway in sight, I better be lined up with it. I think we're good to go here. There it is. All right. More flaps. Throttle down. Throttle up.
Oscar Hotel Alpha, contact ground on 121.805.
121.805 Beechcraft Oscar Hotel Alpha. Taxiing to gate 56 Romeo via taxiway Lima Hotel Foxtrot Cross Runway Tree Charlie.
So that was
Charlie,
it, guys.
Charlie Delta Delta 5 Delta 4 Victor 1 Victor Beechcraft Oscar Hotel
real
Alpha.
Test of my simulated flying skills. I frankly could not have pulled that off a year ago in any airplane. So I feel pretty good about that, but I would never suggest to anybody that I be a good pilot. There's another simmer over there in real time. Call themselves Dancing Queen. Probably an ABBA fan. On way to the gate here. waiting for me. I mean, this guy's gonna get chopped up in the propeller. Nice. He wants me to come a little closer. Probably that's enough. Okay. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the flight. I did. It was a one of my more interesting approaches to landings. The next leg of this trip will probably be to London. So I'll leave you with my traditional goodbye, which is what the flight controllers say, as I'm constantly saying. Hope everybody's enjoyed this. I hope you're all well. Stay safe, and good day.